back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys let it be known right now that they're a team to be reckoned with. A perfect 5-0 to start the year. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by the man from Boston College, the rookie at quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. The rushing numbers for Blue a week ago. 13 carries, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak, and that includes the ground game. Blue's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Cowboys at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Blue. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
And I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They go play action with Dart. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Now Dart. That's caught. It's Dante Thornton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Good for a New York Giants.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing his dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
The Folks' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hinton. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Now, these 2 teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey. Nice. Ready.
On first down, it's Blue. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Cougar nice.
Off play action. Hinton. That is caught by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hinton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. They'll run. This is Blue. And this time he is in. Jaden Blue, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 10-3. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles... This is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Dart. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Jamie Gillen in formation.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 27. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb ready to take over once more. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So on fourth down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. To throw now, Dart. Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is complete. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Dart. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here he gets the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. That's taken on the 25. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Recovered by the offense.
Let's go. Let's go.
First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
In 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Hitting. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here we go. Here we go.
Harris running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Hinton.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The New York set to take the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
In motion goes the tight end.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Cowboys are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Hinton escaping the pressure right.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
70, 70. 18, Robert, 18, Robert.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
C.J. Lamb. Touchdown.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
I'm looking at the celebrations tab, actually. I think I can change my celebrations, because the celebrations are fucking trash so far. Alright. Gonna change them? Ah, there we go. Gritty, step back on him. Shake with it, wavy talk, he's a dog. Stand on biz. Candy karate. Touch him up. Ah, fuck this shit.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York ready to go again offensively.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd down and 1.
Here we go.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
2nd and 17.
Throwing, dart. And the pressure gets to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw his dart. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
That's a gain of 10. And the Cowboys first down.
Ready?
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the Bengals. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Bengals get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears as they host the New York Jets. And it's Caleb Williams on the money to the veteran DJ Moore. 18 yards, it's a touchdown. This one's now at the half, and it's the Bears looking to get back to 500 in the early part of the season. They've got the lead at the half. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. And this is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's been terrific in the first half. This, the first of his 2 touchdown runs. The Lions with the lead at the half. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Up the middle they go. Birch. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with a keeper. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case,
multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing from the gun here.
Oh, the depth chart thing again. My linebackers aren't in my linebacking depth chart. This is ridiculous. I mean, they just keep removing them. They just keep fucking removing them. Like, this is annoying. At halftime, they remove them. Like my fucking, My depth chart gets reset at halftime. It's the fucking most annoying thing.
They have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Hinton. Now they go screen. It's complete. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there.
1st down, Dallas.
Off the play fake. Hinton. Open man is Mingo. Complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
2nd down. And the Giants.
Here we go.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And this this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
They go again with Blue. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Hinton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hinton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Come on. Hey! 18 Cardinals.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Off play action. Hinton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
60 by 6.
They hand it off. It's Blue. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw. Hinton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
Feels like some Illuminati
and the
shit.
Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's like,
Aubrey now for the point
he's
after.
like telling him he'll be at the fucking sacrifice later or something.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Let's go now. Cowboys.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's taken at around the 40. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
To number 80. 5 yards pick up on the play. And it's
3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 70, ready.
On the give, this is Blue.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards on the play. First down, Dallas.
Let's go.
They'll try and run again with Blue.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to 60, back to 60.
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Looking to put a drive together.
From the gun, Dart.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They're going to look to throw. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
On the carry, this is Blue. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
We're up pretty good. Let's just let's take these guys out. Let's put Vaughn in here. No, hold on. No, I'll believe it with Harrison. Kind of getting ready to put Vaughn over Harris, to be honest. I have Vaughn. Hold on, shit. My bad. Vaughn feels pretty good when you play with him. Oh God. Holy shit. I gotta reword that, but yeah, my bad. The Vaughn character in the game feels like it's very productive when you play with the character. What the fuck am I doing here? Harris, Vaughn, Blue.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Come on.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Here we go.
Here's Milton now to throw. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
18 Cardinal.
They hand this off to Harris. And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
To throw, it's Milton. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Dances by him. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
It's a gain of 16 yards. Let's go. And the Giants first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
14 yards on the play. That's good for the Giants. First down.
To the air again, Dart. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Dart. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Throwing is Milton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. They find some open field here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball. And sometimes even your special teams. That's
Let me
true today.
see if I can simulate it. Yeah. I'm not going to do this much, but I got to go. Someone's picking me up, so I got to go. They don't score. There we go.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.